it's no problem. I mean, I have to say, when I heard that, like, people actually watch this show, I was actually.
Alrighty.
All right, here with our NFL analyst Kurt Morrison to talk about.
What's up, everybody? It's the Sports and Shenanigans Podcast, episode number 3. And we got the usuals. We got Drunk Guy, which is I. And we have the lovely Ginger on the left over there. And his webcam
lovely
is a little
Ginger,
messy.
he says.
There you go. That's a little better. How's it going? How's it going, Ginger? How you feeling on this lovely Monday?
For a Monday, I'm doing fabulous. I'm really glad we got to do this right after Monday Night Football instead of waiting an extra day.
Well, you know.
I saw absolutely none of that game, by the way.
I should mention we have a couple of guests. We have the usual stats lady. Would you like to wave to the crowd or? Hold on a sec. All right, we're good. All right, there's stats lady, and then our other anonymous guest, who's known as random guest, has appeared on a couple of Let's Plays with. Oh, I guess he got photobombed there. He's on his phone.
He's a dick.
Oh, we got both cameras on me now. That's wonderful. Everybody wants to see Drunk Guy. All right, so we're gonna talk about football first. Yeah, you guys have anything that stuck out to you from this week in the NFL, or if we jump right into some videos? Okay, well let's see about our teams. So the Dolphins lost. Sadness. I don't know. It didn't surprise me that they lost. I probably picked a weak team, but you know, who doesn't have a weak team that they follow? Steelers.
Hey, go to hell.
But yeah, like plenty of people like shitty teams, right? I just picked the Super Bowl winning team to follow the last 2 years, and apparently not anymore. I don't know.
Miami has a chance. You never know. They could pull things out. I still keep hoping the 49ers will pull something out. And as we can see, like Miami.
If they go on 2-game slumps every third week, though, you know, if they only win every third other game, then they're not going to make the Super Bowl for sure. They need to step up their consistency if they want to have a chance.
Well, the 49ers are 1-3 also, and I'm pretty sure the 49ers still have a chance. So, that's a chance that's getting slimmer and slimmer by how well Seattle and Arizona are playing.
Yeah,
but
that's true. I don't know. Arizona probably looks the strongest to me so far, but that's just because of their record, I guess. They're 3-0, right?
Yes, and they're also beating good teams like the 49ers. I think they're going to be as good as we predicted, I think.
Yeah.
The 49ers losing, now that's hard for me to take because I really expected us to go in there and bounce back from our loss at home. But at the same time, last week, if you remember, if you watched the show, you'll know that I even predicted my 49ers to lose that game.
Yeah, I did too.
By, I think, 7.
No faith.
And
I actually really liked watching the Cardinals players go at it because they're so fast. Mm-hmm. They're so fast. Like, you just watch like every play and it's just like bolting across the field or like down the field or something. It's super fast, man. It's awesome. I like teams that play like that.
Reminds you of Seattle and maybe even San Francisco last year, or the Broncos when they weren't playing Seattle.
Dude, the Broncos looked okay against Seattle. I don't know. They didn't lose by as much as they lost to the Super Bowl. Like, if that game was the Super Bowl game last year, that would have been way more entertaining than a 14 blowout or whatever it was. It was insane.
What must have the pep talk been like before the game? Like the second game. Like, you know what, you guys? You all remember what happened last year. You really want to do this again?
Do you think that the Broncos are that much better now, or Seattle just took them too lightly, or what's your reasoning behind the way that, or the closeness of this game versus the last time they met?
You know, honestly, it's really hard to say. Now we've had a whole summer between the Super Bowl and now, and I've tried to forget it as best I can because I've been desperately seeking info on my team, which didn't make it last year. But last year, I remember Peyton Manning didn't look like himself. When he played Seattle, he did not look like himself. A combination of that and Denver hadn't played a good defense all year long. The best defense they played was the Patriots and Kansas City. And Kansas City, they had a good defense, but not that their defense was any good at keeping people from scoring.
No.
They were just good at scoring points. They were good at causing
that's
turnovers
true.
and turning them into points. That's what they led in. And
if you run the ball as much as, the Niners tend to, then you're not really going to risk that happening as much,
Well, which brings me, if the 49ers had somehow pulled that game off against Seattle and gone to face Denver, we would have still beat them, but it wouldn't have been a blowout. Seattle, it was, it shouldn't have been quite that bad.
No, I think that so you remember how we were talking about a while ago that it was like, if the Super Bowl or if, divisional playoffs were best 2 out of 3, then it might make the outcomes a little more, actually indicative of like which team is truly the better team.
Most definitely.
But there's like the whole, there's a reason that only 14, 15 games are played in an NFL season versus, baseball, over 100 games are played in a season.
162 games for baseball and 16 plus playoffs for NFL.
Oh, okay. So yeah, my bad on we need Stats Lady to correct me on those things, but yeah, I mean, just the game is so much harder on you. Just correct me if I say some inaccurate shit. Come on.
I don't like interrupting you. You're technically correct with the 15 because everyone has a bye, so I thought you were being technical.
Well, no, they still play 16. There's actually 17 weeks of football.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay. So,
See, this is
now that we've sorted that
stupid.
minor
I got
issue
you,
out of the way, yeah, it's just the sport is so much more physical and, risk of injury is so much higher that you can't really play 100 games in a season. A game every day like baseball. People need to sit in the ice bath at the end of every game, for God's sakes.
Yeah, in fact, there's a big argument for cutting down the games in baseball because they're trying to find a way to have baseball more appealing.
I bet that I would pay more attention to baseball if there wasn't so many, every game just feels kind of meaningless, and unless you're a hardcore fan, you're not going to watch baseball every day.
And even if you're a hardcore fan, you don't get really excited until the playoffs, which is 160 games after you start the season.
Or for every time your team goes up to play, essentially.
Yeah, or if you get to watch your game, but you still get to watch your team play 6 days a week.
Yeah, true.
I don't watch them. I just
hold on.
The updates.
I have to interject that we have another guest present. It is Canadian Guy. Hello, Canadian Guy.
Welcome, Canadian guy.
Hey.
Thanks for joining us.
He may not be part of the podcast for too long. We don't know yet, but he's here right now. So
He's our guest star of the day.
Yes.
One of ours.
all right.
Ours.
So do you guys want to discuss a little more? Or you want to move on to a video? This video is actually about the first video we got up is how would you describe it? It deals with the all these dramatic little scenarios that are going on with regarding Adrian Peterson, regarding Ray Rice. There's a lot of suspensions going on right now and things of that sort that are happening in the league right now. And
Which has been beat to death in the media, and we're as sick of it as you are, but we're going to try and give you our take on it anyway, because
we're gonna give you
quite
our
frankly, you're
take.
awesome and deserve it.
We're gonna give you the take of a NBA player. I believe this is the first video that I got up here. Let me just see really quickly. And this is hold on a sec. 1 second. Let me just make sure this is the first one. Why isn't it playing?
About this game and taking a look at the
Previous. Yeah, here we go.
I am not a role model. I'm not paid to be a role model. I am paid to wreak havoc on the basketball court. Parents should be role models. Just because I dunk a basketball doesn't mean I should raise your kids.
Okay, so basically that sums up.
You know what? Has anyone ever told you look exactly
Why
like
is
Al
this in such a
Pacino?
random? Hold on. It seems like it's in a random order, but anyway. I thought I organized the order of the videos before we started, but we'll see if that's correct or not.
For those of you who had just turned in right before we started that Charles Barkley commercial, that was a Nike commercial from 1993. And and the purpose of that video, I think, is to show the contrast of how the world saw things then and how we're dealing with the Adrian Peterson thing now. Adrian Peterson, Ray Rice, the the guy from the Cardinals. You remember what one of their running backs got off almost the
Yes,
same
yeah,
thing,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
What was his name?
I don't actually remember, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, regarding that, I don't know. Maybe it's a different world we live in now, more politically correct. You know, the PC police are like all up in everyone's life, you know, trying to control everything that happens on the media. But the thing is that these are men, for the most part, in their early to late 20s that are gonna do some stuff that, you know, like, for example, let's take Michael Phelps for like a little example. I mean, he's not a perfect example, but he kind of exemplifies what I'm trying to get at, which is like he smoked weed and they found out. So your kid who watched the Olympics with you on the couch was like, wow, Michael Phelps won so many gold medals, he's my hero. And then you're like, well, now he's a drug smoking loser, son. And the thing is that you can't point to like the one horrible thing that he did and be like, well, everyone should just basically consider Michael Phelps a complete traitor to the United States, and he should be disregarded and like stripping of his medals. Like, just because you don't want your kid to smoke weed, just be like, yeah, some people make choices that aren't like people don't agree that those are good choices, you know, like, I don't know, it's not like these kids need to be like try to copy Michael Phelps' behavior in every single way. His motivation and his drive and his desire to succeed is what you should be looking at, not the fact that he smokes weed every once in a while.
The problem is, well, okay, so as much as I totally agree with what that commercial had to say, where that the sports, I don't know, superstars, if you want to call them that, whatever, or the best players of the best sports that everybody strives to be, however much those guys are awesome and everybody wants to be them, they're not there to raise your kids, and like, you are your kids' role models, and like, I really think parents are the problem a lot of times with most of those like children issues. Not always the case, but realistically, you can say things and like just interact with your kids and truly affect their lives.
Yeah.
Besides all of that, the difference is from like
God damn it! Sorry.
to now is that like those kind of videos and everything, they just go huge all of a sudden, and everybody has to kind of deal with them, because regardless of whether those guys should be the role models, those kids do look up to them, and then they see that kind of stuff, and it makes them think, oh, that's what they do. And I mean, I totally see the relationship and how it is totally different now. And so obviously everybody's not perfect, and I think a lot of all that really comes with how the players and everybody around it deals with it after it happens. You know, what everybody has to say after it. Let's not try and like media bomb it. Let's not play it everywhere in every news station and everywhere you look, and Facebook.
It doesn't need to be all those
spreads.
places.
It doesn't need to be, you know, let's try and not spread it, instead of like, oh man, did you see this, and spread it all over the place. At number one. And
though
then,
people are going to wonder why like Ray Rice was permanently suspended from the NFL, you know, like there is that aspect of it, but I really do agree that, you know, it doesn't have to be everywhere. Like, I mean, it does have to be. I think it's important that you display that like behavior of that kind is not going to be tolerated and accepted in the NFL, because otherwise it's like, well, we don't give a shit as long as our players like, you know, break 100 running yards every game. Like, we don't give a shit what they do in their free time. Like, you can't have that, because that makes your whole organization look like a bunch of lawless fucking, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words for how to describe it, but you don't want that to be the representation of your organization, because otherwise,
no, of course not.
Everybody's gonna be like, well, I don't know, like certain people, you know.
Well, and the question is, why is it being so popularized now? Why is the media taking care of it, or going so overboard now? And there's a lot of sides to it. One, it's more sensational if they wait until the football season before they really start going at it. Like the Ray Rice situation. I think that happened back in February.
It happened in February, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just now blowing up right when the season starts. You know, that's...
well, it's like Drunk Guy said, you know, it's when people start wondering, well, wait a minute, where's Ray Rice? Like,
yeah.
The season's starting, why isn't he in preseason? Where's he on the field? All that stuff.
But what about the difference from back then? There's a couple big differences. One, kind of the way society looks at things perhaps has changed. You know, the adults then are older now, and their kids are grown up and have their own kids now. That's, one part of it. Two, remember back in 1993 when we had, 48 channels?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like...
And on YouTube?
Yeah, and we didn't have internet like we have it now. I mean, there was a lot of... communication has advanced a lot since 1993. And so things like this video and the elevator...
Accessibility.
Genuine communication.
Canadian guy's right. The accessibility of it now compared to back then.
Yeah, not actual communication.
So it was a lot easier for the NFL or the NBA or the MLB to hide these things.
Well, I mean, think about Twitter. Okay, this is an example. Okay, so in 140 characters, what kind of meaningful idea or opinion of yours can you portray in 140 characters?
Depending on the
you can just be like, yo, the Houston Texans really sucked dick last week. That's all. That's the extent of depth you can go into in a tweet. Random side note. There's this thing called a twoosh. It's called a twoosh because if you write a 140 character tweet,
that's like something you wipe your ass with.
It's a twoosh. Nailed it.
What's a twoosh?
It's like
I am
swoosh
proud to
with a
say
tweet.
that I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about because I have never been on Twitter, nor will I.
I like Twitter. It's okay. I don't know, but
You're a pound Canadian guy.
I don't. I don't really take it as something where I should really derive a lot of my ways of thought. I just think it's funny to look at what celebrities are saying, like Jaden Smith. Will Smith's son said something like some of the dumbest things ever on Twitter. He said something like, "Newborn babies are the most intelligent life forms on our planet." Or something. If newborn babies could talk, they would say the most intelligent things ever. Or I'm like, no, they would say "Let me breastfeed again."
Oh my god!
They don't have any sort of grounds to make it a really smart statement.
Well, yeah.
Babies learn things faster.
Their brains are unique, and at the speed and ability that their cells can grow and reproduce,
but that doesn't change.
They have really high developmental qualities,
but they have absolutely no memory base or
they don't have any
base.
sort of
yes, their minds
information
are
network
unique.
in their head.
Yeah, but they're lacking.
You're gonna talk about the boob or the color
yeah,
of the wall.
no, it'd be interesting to hear a baby's first words right out of the vag, that was the most insane thing that's ever happened to me. I was just chilling, and then all of a sudden, I'm just getting yanked on, why I'm flipping all over the place, there's shit flying everywhere. Oh my God.
Goes completely dry. It's tough to breathe. Start choking on some mucus.
Get spanked by some random big man.
Yeah, some crazy guy with a bunch of
latex gloves.
Or if it was twins when they get out. Man,
They
I was like,
stuck
whoa! I
something
looked
on
over
my
there and
butt.
you're like, whoa!
Dude, that was awesome.
That's what the baby. Dude, that's why all the babies are always crying in that waiting room. Whenever when you see them look at the grass, they're all talking to each other.
They're
This
just
is fucked up, man.
They're trying to express their post-traumatic stress to the other baby.
Choking me with my own cord.
Okay.
Dude,
Alright.
that came out backwards.
Oh man! All right.
Oh,
Before we
okay, yeah,
digress
sorry.
any further, right? Let's see if I can figure out what's up with this video playlist.
All right, here with our...
We've digressed.
All right. So the video playlist is not messed up. Do you want to get on to the Steelers versus the Carolina Panthers? Which
Steelers
we.
versus Carolina Panthers.
By the way, what were our predictions on that?
The predictions were...
Yeah. Yeah, what were the predictions on that?
Oh!
I'm just curious. What were the predictions on that?
As a matter of fact, this is a fabulous way to start. Okay, Pittsburgh at Carolina.
Yeah.
Nobody expected Pittsburgh to take Carolina out. It's got a young, wonderful quarterback with
I'm
a
sorry.
badass defense.
I'm sorry. Wait.
Except
I'm sorry.
for...
Nobody.
Nobody except for
Our lovely guest.
our lovely guest,
Random guy.
random guy.
Yeah. No. Random guest. That's his. We need to give you a better name than that. A random guest appears.
Well, that's kind of how I show up. So.
Didn't he write FU or something on the?
Okay, so Ginger,
Can we call you Hawkins?
Stats Girl, and Drunk Guy all in succession. Yep, Carolina. Yep, Carolina. Yep, Carolina. And then, so Zach looks at all of us, smirking at him, and he's got this look on his face. You know what? F you. And so Cassie writes it down. And
All right, let me give a quick disclaimer. The Steelers are random guests' team, so
and
I will
so
root,
mad.
I will root for them no matter how bad I think they might be.
and he was not only right, but he was the only one that got that game right. Go Pittsburgh! And not
I
only
did not
Pitts-
think it was going to be a blowout. I'll
No,
tell you
and
that, though.
it was too. The Pittsburgh, the Steelers were 1 point away from doubling Carolina's score in Carolina.
That was. I actually didn't even get to watch most of the game, which was disappointing because I had a dinner I had to go to that I knew I was going to have to go to, but didn't really think it was going to be much of a game I wanted to watch.
You thought it was going to be about that score, but reversed.
And where we happened to go.
really loyal fan there.
Yeah. Well, where we happened to go didn't have a TV that was playing it, and so I'm not gonna lie, I did check the score rather frequently on my phone, especially after I figured out they were winning, because I saw the whole first quarter. I watched the entire first quarter, and you know, we didn't play.
What was it like? I think it was like 3-0 Carolina in the first quarter or something like
I think
that.
we tied it.
A
It was
little bit.
3-3.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
think,
it
I'm
was
pretty sure it was 3-3. But, you know, we weren't exactly playing awesome, and I kind of figured, you know, Carolina was going to just start pulling ahead like everybody sort of expected them to. Not that I wasn't rooting for them.
Yep, Carolina got the first field goal, then Pittsburgh.
Oh, by the way, I couldn't find a video of it, but did you guys see the moment this week where a Detroit Lions, I believe it was a linebacker, made a sack on Aaron Rodgers, and then he did like a celebration where he jumped forward and went like, yeah, and slammed his legs on the ground just in celebration, and he injured his knee.
Oh my god.
No, I was not seeing that. That is awesome.
I was watching it on the Fox Sports thingy, and the NFL Today thing, and Deion Sanders was like, "What? You gotta be kidding me!" he's like, "What is?" He's like, "That's downright embarrassing."
It's soccer. For fuck's sake. Now.
I guess girlfriend just left him.
Just casually kicks the knee.
Oh,
my
that
God.
is funny. Who was that? We need to find that video. Why didn't you have that video?
Dude, I tried to
That's
find it.
something
I
that
couldn't
needs to be
find
on
it.
this show.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Next week.
All right,
Next
next week.
we'll have
It's
it.
number 55. I even know his number because I watched
I'm
it so
calling
many
you out.
times. All right.
I'm calling you out. We need to find that video.
All right. So let's find out why they think black man. Oh, it's
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
It's the old Eagles quarterback. What's Donovan McNabb and some other dude. But anyway.
Somebody else who might like the
How's
Steelers.
it going?
NFL analyst Kurt Morrison to talk about this game and taking a look at the box score just ended moments ago.
Right.
And the rushing attack of the Pittsburgh Steelers, why did they have so much success? I thought the Panthers defense was one of the best in the biz. What happened?
Well, I tell you like this. Look, the offensive line needs
No,
credit
that's not
because
bad. I'll tell you
Le'Veon
what.
Bell and Garrett Blunt, trust me, they have big.
Probably anyway. I didn't get to see the game. I don't even really know the stats. I'm just guessing. That's got to be what it is.
Most likely, something along those lines. So, just one thing. Okay, I said this guy was Donovan McNabb, and I'm really sorry. For one thing, I don't have my glasses on, and for another thing, I don't like this, but I really have trouble distinguishing black people from each other. It's just hard, unless it's a very specific black person that's I see all the time, like Samuel L. Jackson or something. It's hard for me, especially when they're just similar builds and
I'm gonna put together a game for you next week. It's gonna be named that black guy.
Oh God.
Name black dude.
Oh God.
Don't worry, we all.
You have to give me multiple
Yeah.
choice or something, because I'm not gonna get it just on its own.
Oh man.
First pick,
But it was
first runner up, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I don't think I would mess that one up, because he's pretty much the least
Hey,
black.
hey,
No,
don't
as
give
a
it away,
kid.
alright? Come
As
on.
a kid, I mean.
Hey, you'll have your chance to hit the buzzer next week, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Steelers, Panthers. What is Donovan McNabb thing.
It's all because of the offensive line. They brought a street fight to Carolina tonight, and I'm not sure the Carolina defense was aware that it was a street fight. They played with composure, though, this Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line. David DeCastro, Marquise Pouncey, Ramon Foster, the interior of this offensive line, they weren't hiding, Don. They ran directly up the middle. They ran right at this Carolina defense because they felt that, hey, look, last year they were second overall in defense. This year coming in, they were fifth. How do you go against a team that's so well sound on defense? You got to run right at them, and that's what Pittsburgh did tonight. They ran right at them, held their composure. I thought it was a good job by both backs, complimenting each other well. But, I mean, when you got a double-headed monster like that coming at you, it's tough for a linebacker.
Listen, I know 2013 is 2013. It's a new season. And last year, Carolina, they went 12-4. And one of the reasons why is because they could run the ball. I'm looking at the stat sheet, 10 rushing attempts. What happened?
Well, I'll tell you like this. I'm watching the football game, and as I'm watching, about 7 minutes left. And
You said Carolina had 10 rushing attempts? Or Pittsburgh?
No, Carolina.
What the hell?
Dude,
That's not
there's
even-
no way Pittsburgh only had 10
Yeah,
rushing
I'm
attempts.
like,
I
okay.
saw more than 10 rushing attempts in the first quarter, I bet.
On the first drive.
Drunk
Cam
guy,
Newton.
lovely guest. Check it out. In that game,
Did you? No, that's got to be Cassie you're referring to.
I
You
Lovely
could not have
guest?
just called me a lovely guest.
was repeating what.
Lovely.
No, her name
No.
Her name is like Crazy Cass or something like
Crazy K, that's what it is.
Crazy K, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, what do you have to say to Crazy K, Ginger?
Statistician, excuse me.
Yes, Mom?
The Steelers, 264 rushing yards.
That's what I'm talking about.
The
Jesus Christ,
yeah,
man.
that's right.
Carolina, 42.
I love that stat.
I think
Dude, what the shit?
10 rushing attempts might be.
You know what?
Accurate.
This is a horrible stat, and everybody will agree on it, but it does mean something. And with that many rushing yards, what was the time of possession?
Oops.
Do you know?
Yes. Time of
And
possession.
you guys keep talking. I have to
Alright, we got you.
Too drunk to be doing this.
You broke the seal, didn't you?
Oh, God.
Not as big of a blowout as I thought it would be. Almost 35 minutes to just over 25 minutes.
Dude, 10 minutes is a long time.
In the game, yeah.
I see what you mean, but maybe lately I've been watching games where it was significantly lopsided one way or the other.
For the Steelers, it's a pretty damn good blowout.
Whoa.
Nice job.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. That's like the one team that I don't like, and it's rooted biased, but
You know,
Here, I'll give you a different example here.
I actually kind of like Seattle. They're a pretty good team. I got nothing against them. I will root for them over a number of other teams. But that was low. That was mean.
What?
And
reminder of the last
I
time
hate-
they met in the Super Bowl.
I hate to.
There you go.
Yeah. Damn it, man!
excuse me.
I was just about to effing say that. I'm like, I hate to pull this card so early.
That was
But
back
if
when we
you
had
remember
Hasselbeck.
right,
No. That was back when we had Hasselbeck.
if you remember
Okay.
right, I believe
back
we
when we
did
had
this not
Hasselbeck.
that long ago.
Sure, blame the white guy. You fucking oppressor.
I'd be all right here.
Cassie's
So
Alice, you
you can
raised-
shut
At least
your
I
mouth.
can
Cassie's
differential
a
black
secret member of the
people.
Black Panthers. He's like the surviving member of the fucking Malcolm X's secret squad. Alright. So anyway.
Oh my God! Roethlisberger only took 1 sack. Woo!
That was the one you watched.
Party in the
too.
house.
That's awesome! I've never seen that stat that low, I think. Good for him!
Oh my god.
That is... oh, wait. We rushed 200 and something yards. That's why. He was just handing the ball off.
He probably got the one time he got sacked. He was like about to hand it off, and like a safety comes flying in. Like,
No, he got sacked like first quarter. I watched it. I was like, yeah,
You watched
typical.
them, these sacks.
It wasn't really his fault though. But
No one
that
was helping.
That's awesome though, and no interceptions. That's Dude, 2 passing.
That's pretty good though.
Roethlisberger
for
had
any
some
quarterback
good
on any
stats that game.
Dude, for any quarterback on any team, no interceptions and 1 sack is like amazing.
Dude, 22 for 30. 196 yards, 2 passing TDs, no interceptions, and 1 sack.
That's awesome.
That's
pretty good.
That's a freaking amazing QB stat right there. That's awesome.
He's gotten so old that he's become like the Yoda of the NFL.
He's not even that old. He's
like
younger
30.
than Peyton Manning by a significant margin.
Okay, fine.
Maybe not
Fine,
significant
he's like
margin, but a few years anyway.
At least 5.
He's like Master Splinter. He's like training. He's training his like because there's a lot of talent on the Steelers, right? So he's training his young Padawans to like fight Shredder, who is basically whoever their division rival is, the Ravens. No, it's gonna be the Bengals this year. Holy shit, the Bengals are looking so good.
That is awesome. Dude, and now I'm just looking. I just
We're over it.
I just found the stats.
Enough about the Steelers.
No, I just found
Jesus,
the stats.
They're
Now
probably
look
gonna
at-
go 0-6.
Dude, I'm looking at
next-
my. Shut up! I'm looking at my stats now. Not from the statistician. I had to pull it up myself. Just.
They're right here. If you want them.
Dude, I was right. Called it. Hadn't seen anything about it yet. But Le'Veon Bell, 21 rushes, 147 yards, average 7 yards a carry, long of 81, no fumbles. And no TDs. I hate to see no TDs. That's a bummer. Did all the work.
Rushing.
And no.
That's just 0 TDs rushing though.
That's
right?
teamwork, is what that is.
That's probably is just rushing, and he might have received something too. But also, Blunt freaking did awesome too. 10 rushes for 118 yards, averaging 11.8 yards a carry.
That's pretty good.
That's freaking epic.
That's like Kaepernick stats right
And
there.
the TD out of that. That's
Kaepernick
awesome.
stats with a running play as opposed to like a pass that just goes to shit.
Like the one that bounces off his receiver's chest.
Oh
Dude,
god.
that was awesome. Dude, and Brown 10 receptions.
All right, I've been waiting to finish the Steelers video for a little. Let's just stop gushing about the Steelers for 5 seconds.
Well, like I said, I didn't watch the game. This is honestly like the
Looked
first
like he
I've really
came
looked
up with
at
an
it.
ankle injury. He was
proud
trying to
of
throw a
him.
screen
I'm proud of him.
pass,
They played-
and I think he got rolled on.
Apparently so is
Once he got
Donovan
rolled
McNabb.
on, I felt that the offensive game plan for the Carolina Panthers, it went out of the window. Because now all of a sudden Cam Newton could not go outside of the pocket.
It's interesting when you talk about the Panthers offensively. They struggled tonight, obviously. But they always talk about the core 4 of wide receivers they lost last year. So now they have a whole new wide receiving core, and it didn't really get exposed in the first 2 games, but here they are, and it looked like they struggled out there. Why?
Well, I think they struggled just because they're still learning. Remember, this is only Cam Newton's 2nd game. So he's still learning his wide receivers. Remember, he had missed time in training camp as well with the rib injury and also the ankle injury. So it takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. But remember, Derek Anderson, week 1, found Kelvin Benjamin a lot. Jason Avant stepped up last week. The tight end was involved, but it was a little bit too late today. And it's something they're going to have to work on. Trust me, they're still 2-1. You don't have to throw off the game plan or scrap anything, but they're still 2-1 with things they need to work on. But obviously, the health of Cam Newton is going to be the most important thing for these wide receivers to kind of get that chemistry together.
All right.
Sag him.
Oh god. Okay, so now we've got a very pixely potato graphics clip of Seinfeld that was added to the playlist as at a request of one and only Ginger.
You don't have to explain.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, hang on.
Everybody knows what this is from.
Hang on. Any chance we can spend a little time
on the
Steelers?
Steelers?
Steal for
Fuck you, dude! I don't know the Steelers anymore.
Dude, did anybody look at the defense? Come on!
Dude!
There.
Let's talk about some...
Come on! Alright.
You do it.
Come on,
we'll talk about the Steelers more later if we need to.
I didn't even get to talk about the defense. Come on. No one cares. The defense is awesome. The defense has always been awesome. That's like our core.
Okay, if you know that it's awesome, then we'll talk about it.
You too.
I don't. Okay, so you tell me what are the best?
We're moving on. No, it's cool. I'll review
for you.
Play the video.
Perfect.
Play the video.
Perfect.
Play the video.
That's the, no, click.
No soup.
You know what? Has anyone ever told you look exactly like Al Pacino? You know, sound of a woman. Hoo-ah! Hoo-ah!
Very good. Very good. You know something? No, sir, for you. Come back. 1 year.
1 year.
Yay!
Soup now.
Talking about Steelers in 1 minute.
I really have nothing to say about that video. I like my listeners,
Well-
and I think you deserve it.
Nazi.
His other idea for like a random like video interval was, let's start out with the DuckTales theme song and then be like, wait, that was the wrong one, and then switch to our theme song, which I finally crafted in an hour or so. Well, it took way too long, but
Please post your comments on our website and let us know.
Down below.
What'd you say?
down below. Post them down below.
You only had to punt
Let us know what you
only had to punt 3 times. Stop hitting me.
Your 3 punts are irrelevant right now. All we want to know is, did you think that a random clip of Elaine at the soup counter was a necessary part of today's podcast? Let us know in the comments and rate our show. And thank you. Okay, so
we're
we're
100,000 likes by tomorrow.
yes. Like that.
Let's talk more Steelers.
Ow.
We'll talk
Next.
They had a good game. I gotta go.
Okay,
after
all right,
it.
fine. You know what? Jesus.
No, I'm done. I'm
Jesus,
kidding.
man.
I'm done. No, shut
All right,
up.
let's compare them to their division. Who do they have to beat? They have to beat the Bengals.
Baltimore and
But
Cincinnati.
dude, Baltimore. I think they're gonna beat Baltimore for the first time in like ever. They're gonna come out ahead of
Dude,
Baltimore.
did you see what happened to us the last time we played them?
Did you play in the season already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
last
happened?
week, and Baltimore killed them.
Did you
They ate them.
I guess
Really?
I just didn't pay attention to that game.
you didn't pay attention to that at all?
No, I didn't
I
think so.
really appreciate that you guys didn't focus on that at all, and I'm a little sore now that you brought it up. But we
But did the
got
Bengals have
rather.
3-0?
Were they at home or were they in Baltimore?
I'm pretty sure we were even at home.
Dude, that's probably like they probably got like a million death threats. Like, if you fucking lose that bad again, we're gonna come over to your house and know where you live, Ben Roethlisberger.
We only
gonna kill your kitties.
All right, so we only lost by 20. We only lost by 20 points.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
you won this
I wanna-
last one by about.
You know, let's see.
what,
I wish.
18?
Can we pull up the stats from that game? Yeah, let's see. Here we go.
I don't think Baltimore's that good. I think
So,
they might have just had a good
so
game.
hang on. Here we go. This is much more. So this is the stat from last week's game for Roethlisberger, at Baltimore. Well, at home, I'm pretty sure, but playing Baltimore. So he was 22 for 37, which isn't quite as good. Still at 217 yards.
That's not even that bad, depending on how efficient each pass was, but and how your passing percentage
Right, and
was.
270 yards for 22 passes. That's pretty decent. He had some good runs after the catch, I'm sure. But no passing TDs, 1 interception, and 2 sacks, which that's still an insanely low number. He must be working on that. And check this out. Bell only had 11 rushes versus whatever he had today, which was a lot more. Blunt only had 3. Like, yeah,
Maybe
stats.
like it's interesting that trying out a run-oriented game this last time actually yielded them more success against the Panthers. Because, I mean, they were passing it just, like, 37 pass attempts is not a low number of pass attempts.
Not at all.
Like, they tried a more run-oriented game against a team who everybody thought had better defense, which normally means you have a good front line, you can stop the run. But they tried a more run-oriented game and just ran away with it. I'm wondering why that happened. I don't really know too much about the Panthers' defensive unit, like their starters, but I would assume that whatever they tried worked, and maybe they should try it again. Because, like, I really feel like a lot of teams have certain strengths that they're not tapping into because they're so... Like, for example, the Giants, I really feel like they need to start trying something else. Like, pretty much they win games by passing to Victor Cruz. Like, they need to have something else in their arsenal, you know? And Ben Roethlisberger, like, dropping into the pocket every other play is not really winning them games. Like, though he can make the clutch pass every once in a while, he does end up throwing interceptions a lot of time and getting sacked and things of that sort.
Okay, and so those of you that actually know me as a Steelers fan know that, like, I am a Steelers fan, but I am not a huge Ben Roethlisberger fan. I liked him when we had him for the early years, and he took us to a couple of Super Bowls, and, like, he's been a good, solid quarterback for us, but I've always complained about him just taking sacks, not throwing the ball away, and like just dropping back for 15 yards and taking a sack.
Oh yeah,
you know, and, like,
that's
just,
the worst. I
just,
see him do that
you
all
know,
the time. Pretty bad.
And I seemed like, yeah, he does make super clutch throws, and like he does a great job a lot of the time, but reasonably often he throws that interception. He takes those sacks and fumbles. It happens in key moments too, and like,
yeah, he's kind of got like he's like a slightly older, slower, but also kind of smarter version of Romo.
oh god.
Ben Roethlisberger?
He's like a little smarter, but also a little slower, and also a little like less
But, like,
twice the
ambitious,
size,
maybe.
Yeah, I was like, but way bigger, and like I don't know.
They don't call him Big Ben for nothing.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
What
I
is he,
wouldn't.
300 pounds?
Yeah, he was like
no, but he's like 264 or something. What I told you that stat just the other day, Cassie. What was that? How tall? He's 6'5"
Oh,
and 264,
264,
I think. 240,
Jesus, man.
240 something.
I thought
it's like putting a
240.
linebacker.
Yeah, he's 240, 246 maybe. I was thinking, yeah.
It's
He's
like a tight
he's
end
big
playing
son of a bitch,
quarterback.
though.
Like,
Why is Russell Wilson doing commercials with Kaepernick? Russell Wilson needs to do a commercial next to Big Ben. That'd be freaking sweet.
That would be pretty hilarious. Alright, well.
and then you
Little
should
short
show
guy.
them arm wrestling after, like, as like a little
Little short guy
blooper reel thing
versus-
where like
Okay.
Big Ben just like slams Russell Wilson like, well, you didn't eat your vegetables like I did. Campbell's chunky soup. Just holds it in front of the camera.
I want to see Big Ben with Russell Wilson on his shoulders to see over the crowd at a football game.
Yeah, there should be like a little commercial or like some sort of like comedy bit where like what's his name? Russell Wilson has to like pull like a step ladder out into the field with him for every play and like stand on it to like see over the offensive lineman. He has to have like a booster seat or something when they go to a restaurant so he can be at the same level. Because he's like 5'11" or something.
Yeah.
He can sit down on the bench.
How can he see? Like he's using like a periscope from a submarine that he like hijacked.
You have some awesome random ideas.
Those are good.
You would make some good commercials. Like, I bet.
And then he like, but because he can't really see exactly where he needs to throw it, he has to actually like target it, like write it down with pen and paper, like throw it to B12. Completion to Golden Tate. Oh shit! Wait, he's on the other team now.
Oh shit!
B11.
All right. All right. So I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna play it. Damn it!
Are you gonna play? Break time!
I'm Diana Felzone, and this is your break time. Three's Company, or is it? People will do about anything to be famous, and this woman is the perfect example. A Florida-based woman named Jasmine Tridevil underwent plastic surgery to add a third breast to her body.
I think her fantasy would be to be motorboated twice at once. Because the rate.
She said in a recent radio interview that she met.
Oh, it's probably like one of those curtains that's supposed to look like it has blood on it, but it doesn't. People do that.
The fuck?
What is that, Art Deco? is that
Why is the middle
Why
one
I'm
like?
concerned with the blood. She has 3 boobs.
It's like she tied 2 bikinis together and
I
like.
just really want to point that out that the only female here is the one that just yelled that. Like, why are you concerned with anything but the fact that she has 3 boobs?
So what's what?
3 boobs are awesome. What concerns me is how you didn't notice the blood on the wall behind her.
That's
Right?
That's not awesome.
Wait a
And I
minute,
know
wait a
that
minute,
that's-
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Did you just say that was not awesome?
It's creepy as fuck. It's like having 3 eyes, okay? Like, I just picture them all having eyes right now, and it's really creeping
All the
me out.
boobs.
I wonder, it's gotta have a nipple. Right? Like,
Right? Yeah, like,
it's got it.
If it doesn't,
If it doesn't, that would be
That
funny
would
as
be-
hell.
Because that would be creepy. Like,
No.
if it didn't have a nipple, that would be creepy.
Wait,
Like,
a functional nipple or just a nipple like
well, it
sitting?
can't be functional. There's no way they can just, like...
No, because
Yeah, it'd
no,
be hanging
there's
on
no
it,
way.
whatever.
That would be such a
That would
complicated
be a
surgery.
really expensive plastic surgery.
Yeah, holy
Yeah.
shit,
Well,
man.
new theory. You notice how she's covering him up? Well, she's got she got
Well,
a third.
some people think it's fake.
Wait a minute, why are you covering her boobs?
obviously it's fake.
Hold on,
It's
I
an
mean, no offense, I
implant
like
that's
Ginger,
in
but like, really? You're
Hold
coming
on.
up
No,
3 boobs
it's
for
the-
Ginger?
You get to be really small now.
There we go, that's better.
I'm not a fan.
Look at the
at
boob.
all.
Look at the boobs, Ginger. Look up and to your right.
Oh, the lesbian's boobs?
Dude,
oh,
you
I
know
see
what's-
them now.
No, it's the fact
It's a
that
bad
why do you go
She's
to
a
get
lesbian.
a
You know what?
It's a
I
bad
wonder what-
assumption.
I wonder what made her think of
Well,
this, because like,
Makes an
You guys
she's got
can-
pretty good sized tits, right? But they're kind of far apart. I wonder if she was just like, I need something to like.
I want to know
fill
what
this gap.
Canadian guy has
It's
to say about
because
this.
there's a
Yo.
gap. There's something pushing them apart. Now.
Well, I'm gonna get up close to the thing. I can,
Yo.
I can
Wait,
totally
no, 'cause
see
the-
down her bikini now. I saw that once in it.
Okay, yeah, but by the
Yeah,
way,
that's
like
what
her
I wanted
two
to say.
real boobs look way better than the fake shitty boob.
Oh, of course they do.
Yeah.
Like
well,
what's up with
it's-
the? It looks like she hung like I don't know, hung like a little bit of a. I don't know. It looks like a ball sack to me. I don't know,
Okay,
like a
you guys-
gigantic ball
Okay.
sack.
You guys can't tell me that wouldn't be fucking weird if you were having sex with that. Like, getting down with this lady. Well, 3 boobs. Like, what?
Not if
Bro.
I had 2 penises. Then it'd be like, it's a match made in heaven.
The
Yeah.
That was the perfect response. Oh my goodness.
The thing that,
So,
that I was
Walter has a...
the thing that I was trying to point out was where do you go to get a flipping bra that contains 3 boobs?
We're thinking she made that.
Yeah, we think she made it. She probably knit one.
Okay then.
Okay, that is not a knit object. Like,
Okay.
get your fucking
oh
shit
come on!
together.
Like it's so hard to get a little piece of fabric like that and some string and like stitch it together. It could be a fucking look. You can even see the seam she made on top. There could be a fucking rubber band and like a red balloon. Like
Yeah, dude, that could totally, like if you slice the balloon in half.
that's what I'm saying. Like that could be string, rubber bands, and a red fucking balloon.
She just stole like a helium balloon from a grocery store, popped it, and then used the
Whatever.
straps to create a bra. All right, anyway, so let's see.
Either way, none of you will ever get with that because she is a lesbian.
Wait,
You
she
don't
is?
know that.
Yes.
Wait, finish the
They
video.
said that?
With
Why would
over
you
50
cover
doctors
them up?
before
Then
one would
for
agree to
guys
do
to
the
see it?
controversial surgery
That
because,
doesn't
you know,
make any fucking
You're
sense.
making a really bad assumption.
If
and
I
that
was
makes you a complete asshole.
alright, if I was gay, I'd want to suck my own dick. If I was a lesbian, I'd want an extra boob.
No. That's
Wait,
you're
what the
ridiculous.
fuck?
That's
What?
What?
Dude,
That's
I love how
insane.
you're just like making these extrapolations like, well, if I loved penis so much, I would just, and also loved blowing a penis so much, I would just be doing it to myself for practice.
Oh, I wake up and suck my own dick.
I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be for practice.
It would be for keeps.
Well,
Okay,
whatever.
hold on. Real talk. Okay, real talk. If this is only for the guys in the room, if you could blow yourself, do you think you would ever?
Whoa.
If you could blow
Do you
yourself.
really want to have this question out there?
Okay, first of all, you all would do it. Second of all, it would be like, okay, if every guy could blow themselves, every guy would do it. I'm just saying. It would just be the main form of masturbation, I'm pretty sure. Even though it'd be a lot harder to explain to your parents why your face was in your crotch if they walked in. If you could blow yourself, would you swallow? Would you swallow?
What's that?
Why? That is like the worst hypothetical.
Yeah.
Come up with that.
Come on, you
That's
know
just
this is real.
hilarious.
That's
No.
probably just as bad as
Well,
if, like, I got boobs. They're just like, where do you fondle
I'm
yourself?
pretty sure I'd have to try it first to really make the honest decision.
I bet you could just like tell by the taste if you wanted to swallow or not. You're just like,
Like, as
Ugh.
fucked up as that seems, right? But if I was okay with blowing myself, that would eventually happen.
Try it.
And it'd be like, well,
I wish I ate more pineapple.
Juice. Drank pineapple juice.
oh god.
that's a tough call, to be honest. But I don't really want to find out. So
That's neither. I don't. Wanna, I know what it smells like, and I don't like that. So I'd rather not know what it tastes like.
Hey, this conversation could have included me.
Wait.
Yo. Okay.
Wait.
What do you think?
Whoa. What are you saying?
Nothing.
Well,
If you
okay,
could
so
suck
the whole
yourself-
if you could blow yourself,
If you could make your own what would you do?
I think Will's the only one who got the point out of that.
Mm-mm.
No,
Wait.
No.
Okay.
Wait, I don't think I did. I think I was being kind of perp, but
I'm pretty sure
I'm
what she
pretty
was
sure-
referring to was the fact that she might do that occasionally.
If
For
she had a
might
penis,
taste
people.
herself.
if
Not,
you
not necessarily herself.
Oh, okay. I thought she was saying she's tasted herself. I'm like, okay then.
if you could reach, she would, even if she wouldn't admit it.
You were commenting on the taste of what yours would be, and I, as a woman, I think I would have experience in that department. Thank you very much.
Well, just in case we
It smells like bleach water.
Doesn't taste any better.
So,
Why would you?
what
It's
does
like
it taste
drinking
like
bleach.
then?
It's like I'm gonna commit suicide because I was so disturbing.
Well, fuck, think about what they gotta go through to even just do that anyway. Like, I'm pretty sure there's been at least a couple people do pretty good comedy skits on that one. Like,
Louis C.K.?
most definitely.
but that was almost as good as ours.
All right.
Okay,
We should get back to three boobs over here.
Skip through.
You know
Oh
what?
my God.
That is a great idea.
Ethics
Everybody
and
likes
stuff.
boobs.
Jasmine signed a confidentiality agreement with her doctor and paid $20,000 for the odd augmentation.
20?
In true fame-seeking
Yeah,
form,
that's
the
actually
Three
pretty
Boob Lady Facebook.
No
So
wonder it
I'm
was
flying
smaller
to
than
New
you
York to
wanted.
appear on the Inside Edition show this Monday. Then going to be on the news, Jimmy Kimmel Show and Vice Magazine. Oh, and a few radio shows. We're hoping she also sits down for a private counseling session without the cameras. What do you think of the Three Boob Lady? Is she real or?
I think she had one boob though.
Well, in the last picture, though, you
She's gonna be in a movie. That's what I think about three boobs.
she looked a little cold. You could tell that she actually did have a nipple on that third one.
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus.
so plastic surgery, regardless of the fact that if she was cold or not, she has
I
no
was gonna say that would
blood
react
probably
to...
technically circulating through that.
Yeah.
Really,
So
I
what
mean,
about
it's
when
a total prosthetic. Like,
does that mean if she's not cold, the other two go down, and the middle one's the only one that's poking out of the shirt a little bit?
probably dependent on how,
The boob job.
how they made the nipple. Really,
Maybe she had the other two down at the same time. She got a bargain for $20,000.
right? Probably. Well, I don't know. We haven't actually seen the boob.
Fancy.
What?
No, next week. Stay tuned for next week on 60 Minutes, where we talk about the man who got a second ball. I mean, third ball.
A second dick. There you go.
A second ween.
Third
And
ball.
his
What,
own
you guys have
boobs.
two?
His own luscious boobs.
And a second dick and his own boobs. Damn, dude, that guy's living it up.
This guy's just like, and he's gotten 7 implanted dildos in various places.
Wait. If you guys had like two penises, would you do them both at the same time? Like, how
Yes, you have to. You have to.
Oh,
There's
so,
no other way.
I don't know. Do you have two penises? Have you ever experienced
Do you
this?
think
I
about-
would have to try it.
Think about how cool it would be.
You might really like one, and then fuck it, I'm going stranger.
Well, just one
No.
feel like one's the you have like a dominant hand, and like a whatever other hand
Dude,
that's shittier.
realistically, how would you deal with that? Trying to
You'd have like a
do it
dominant
with-
penis.
You know, I mean, you'd be like, can I stick the other one in the back door?
There would
What am
be,
I
okay.
gonna do with the what
Just
are you
saying.
gonna do? Swap back and forth?
Make them take turns.
No, just saying
Yeah.
there would be a variance in resistance between the two holes. Is all I'm saying. Like
two chicks, stack them up.
One hole.
I had a dream. Okay, normally
They have
it's
to
really.
be like sideways and like facing each other, and then they can. Okay, never mind.
She got into it. She got really. I wish that was on camera. She got really into it for a second.
That was awesome.
So,
To the guys, and me included,
Rude.
if you had
You know,
two
since
boobs,
we usually exclude you.
would you fondle them?
Of course.
I'd carry.
If I had a
I
set
would,
of
if I
tits,
had two boobs,
play
I would
with them.
basically just get a third boob. But like, because why not?
Because you guys don't have an obsession with boobs and you don't have boobs. So because if you randomly got boobs, you'd be like, ooh, boobs. But really, if you had them all your life, it's not that exciting.
Well, then for at least 15
I'd be
years,
like the only guy at a gym where like I've got like my sports bra on, and I'm just like, oh shit, this is so uncomfortable.
You're gonna tell me that wasn't fun? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Just because you don't take advantage and enjoy what you've been blessed with does not mean that I would be so ungrateful.
Wow. Okay.
For those of you who did not just see, our statistician started fondling herself. Yay! Alright. Do we want to get off the topic of extra... Okay, wait. No, I don't want to keep going. I have something that I wanted to say, but I'm not going to say it anymore because I want to get off this topic.
Maybe to contrast how awesome statistician is, we had watched the video of the woman who was pretty pissed off about not going to the lake.
I don't know what order I have the videos in. It might not be in the right order.
Whatever. Let's see what's next. We'll talk
okay.
about that.
Alright, so...
Or we'll finish
moving
this
on
one.
from Jessica Alba's weird-looking, not as hot sister.
With the DSLs.
Here we got news at 9. What's going on?
Big controversy surrounding the Facebook Messenger app as details emerge.
You know what? That's serious. We're going to skip that one for right now because we're not in a serious movie.
Do shit! You know, I do all my shit to have a Saturday to hang out with my husband, and yet all of your shit is all this.
All I want to do is get my tires rotated.
Get them rotated! I would like to go on the lake! Why can't we go on the lake?
This,
I mean, there's no reason.
I hate this bitch. I've seen this before. Somebody else showed this to me. She gets like out of control. I want to shoot this girl.
Yep.
Like
Now
this
watch
is like.
it. Shoot your
All
face.
right, we'll watch it. Watch it.
It would
I'm
be good if
I'm
there
sorry.
was like an instant
I'll wait to
karma moment.
respawn. I'll wait to respawn until after the video's over. We should watch it.
I was telling Chris that, Ginger, that we should do like an impromptu like acting out like the relationship at like a different argument like. Did you drop off Junior at play school? Like, I want to drop off Junior at play school. I want to go to the tanning salon. Instead of vaccine. No, but why? Alright. I want to go to the tanning salon. We gotta play a little more of this.
On the lake right now.
how can we afford it?
Afford it? James, that's like petty money that I'm spending on that boat compared to what I'm
Then
making.
why do you keep going off and telling me you don't
James,
have
because
money?
I'm trying to sit down and go over the budget with you.
No,
You
no,
won't
no.
do
The
it.
budget is you
You need to
dictating.
stop and get me some
I don't
cigarettes.
have to do anything.
Please, I'm about to go crazy.
You already have.
Please, James.
I mean, shit.
Please.
I haven't done anything with you.
Go straight. Let me get cigarettes.
All over a pack of cigarettes. That's what this
Just
revolves.
stop. Stop.
I mean, really? And you want me to take you on the boat
I
like
want to
this?
go on the boat. I'm getting anxious.
It's not my
Please
fault.
take me on the boat.
I mean, shit. Whitney.
She's fucking dying over there.
Oh wait, no. Keep going.
It's all because you can't get your way.
I never get my way. I just want one day where I can.
I told
One
you.
day!
I told-
One day where I can go on the lake! God damn! Why can't you just do it for me? Why is it so hard?
Kicking and screaming in the seat, like just.
Dude, she's rocking like a caged elephant
Somebody
right
else's,
now.
somebody else's 6-year-old at Walmart in the shopping cart.
Right?
I
Like,
would
this is
just rock
unbelievable.
with them.
How do people make it to this age in life to be that size acting
It's
that way?
called
I mean,
spoiled. Spoiled.
I had shit to do today. So it revolves around.
she's gonna start stomping on the dash.
She's crying.
Just take me out on the lake!
Because you're not getting
James, just take me out on the lake!
Oh, wow.
They're actually married.
I'm pretty pretty sure.
I thought they were
I'm
just.
pretty sure he says it.
I'm having an anxiety attack.
It's not my fault. I haven't done anything, Whitney.
Take me home.
I've sat here.
Please.
All because I gotta get shit done to my truck.
No, you don't.
Oh, I
It's fine.
No, it's fine. You know, right?
Oh, you always wanted. Please.
It's my day.
Please take me out of the lake. Why is it so hard?
It's my day to get shit done too. And you're acting like an 11-year-old that didn't get the toy from Walmart.
That girl must say.
Oh my God.
That's all I gotta say. Like, there is no way that any man would ever put up with that shit if it wasn't just like, shut up for like,
Really?
I mean, like, there's no way. Like,
I'm pretty sure, like, basically,
no effing way.
The satisfaction comes from like just grabbing her ever so gently and just like,
Please choke on it.
Oh, there would be no please. It would happen.
No, just choking.
Why?
Sometimes you just can't do stuff, Whit.
I don't want to.
I mean, it's okay. That's the best part about this. Now you're gonna text everybody.
I am, and I want to go on the lake.
So you're gonna make me look like a bad guy. So
Yes, you are. You're not taking your wife out on the lake that we spend money for.
That's what it revolves around. All because I'm not taking you to the lake you're throwing a fit. So you're gonna text everybody and get on Facebook and tell everybody what a bad person I am for what? Doing like some things like general maintenance and stuff, and then you yell at me because
General maintenance, really?
there's stuff not done around the house.
Right, my oil has been overdue, and I'm gonna.
That's not my fault. Why don't you take it to the thing?
Because I can't, James.
Why?
I told you
Why
that.
can't you?
Because of the interlock thing.
And that's whose fault problem?
Then I'll ask someone else to do
That
it.
girl acts like that. There's no way she's driving my boat. You fucking kidding me?
Right, me further.
Like,
No.
I'm sorry, but no effing way would it go.
Well, she made it sound like she might have been the breadwinner there.
She made it sound like she bought the boat.
How the fuck? How? Okay, no, I guarantee you, like her dad bought her a boat. Like
She
when
said
she got.
with the money I make, that's like petty money or something.
Yeah,
She didn't say that.
How the fuck can a person with that behavior advance in a job?
You're right. She works for her dad. Sorry, Cassie.
With the money I make, it's called Daddy's death money. I fucking inherited that shit. I made it. I earned that inheritance. Honey, your dad died of a stroke. He was 70 years old. Just stop.
No, he just
All right.
died of natural causes at like 80.
All right, should we move on to the next video?
Yeah, what do you got next?
For the love of God, yes.
Please don't. Yeah, just
No
don't make
more.
me watch you more. Like, people like that.
Security outside the White House
This is
now
gonna be-
is visible, very visible. But it often is, so all the more dumbfounding that Omar Gonzalez was able to do this around 7:30 Friday night. Take a look in this new video, sprinting the 20 or so seconds to run some 70 yards across the entire lawn, up the stairs onto the portico. There you see what appears to be a Secret Service officer with gun drawn, and Gonzalez makes it inside the White House, where he was tackled. The first family was not home, but in Gonzalez's pants pocket, a folding knife with a 3.5-inch blade.
How anyone, especially in these days of ISIS, and we're concerned about terrorists.
Okay, yes.
This is national news.
The weapon choice was shitty. For sure. Do you think that's like... Do you think it's really that, like, alerting that somebody could run up like that? I mean...
Unless he was like a total ninja and was gonna take out everyone in that building with that knife, like... Jesus Christ.
Ninja Gaiden.
Is the White House secure?
Well, everyone is dead. Why?
At least they didn't fucking... Like, the one thing I have to say about this story, because there's so many stories of, like, people getting... Okay, so this is actually one thing where I'm like, okay, maybe kill this fucking guy, because there's been plenty of people who've been killed for less by, you know, like, security guards, police officers, people of that sort.
Go, continue.
It's honestly...
Cassie was getting naked while we were talking, so we're all distracted a little bit.
That's not true. She was... Yeah.
I just think it's a good thing that he wasn't shot and killed, you know? Like, that's actually... I find that encouraging as far as, you know, police using their maybe just that set of police officers have proven themselves to use their better judgment and not just shoot on sight of maybe that guy was just crazy or mentally they say later on in the video that he was mentally ill. And he just, he had PTSD, and I don't know why he probably did want to kill the president, but they didn't fucking just shoot him in the head and be like, that's day's work, baby. Like,
okay, so if it was a good thing that happened, why are you talking shit right now?
I'm not talking shit. I'm saying it's good that I'm really happy that guy didn't get fucking killed.
We're talking shit
in a backhanded way, though.
We're talking shit that it's national news and this huge deal, and they're like, oh, is the White House safe? Because this crazy guy was able to run up and get all the way to the door before somebody tackled him.
That's pretty
instead
absurd.
of him getting shot at the gate the second that he dropped over the fence.
Where there's 100 cameras pointed at, and they let him inside first and tackled him then.
And I agree with what they did. I think they handled it well, and hopefully,
yeah, they did.
Hopefully, the Secret Service, and they should be the best of the best, which in most cases, hopefully, should be some of the most intelligent people that will use their force necessarily only, you know, and they're not gonna freak out and be like, all right, this guy is crazily running towards the front of the building, but he's not, wielding anything, and he's just kind of we'll just tackle him when we get inside. We've got good security on both sides of the door.
Part of it probably had to do with the fact they knew the president was not in his home at the time.
That's probably part of some of it too. I'm sure there's probably a lot more security around when the president is home.
What if he had a vest full of C4 or something? I mean, what if he had a bomb strapped to his chest or a bunch of dynamite? I don't know.
But there's no way that you can react to that. Somebody running across the front lawn. That could be a guy streaking. That could be somebody. I mean, that could be anybody.
And we're talking about
what if he had something strapped to the front of his chest that you thought was a bomb full of C4 and it was a baby, and it was a crazy hysterical father that for some reason thought it was a good idea to jump over the fence because his baby was choking or something and knew that he would get help from the Secret Service, and instead they shot him. I mean, yeah, okay, you can throw out crazy scenarios
I agree with random guest and drunk guy. I think they're right and they handled it brilliantly.
There's also say you shoot somebody in the head that's running up with the bomb. There's certain things that you can attach to a bomb that make it so that if your pulse goes away, or if if you squeeze your hand when you die, you blow up anyway.
Dead man switch.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually don't know what that is, but
dead man switch
exactly
is
what you're
you
talking
press
about.
it, and when you as
Once
soon
you
as you
release
it goes off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough. We're gonna move on.
But that is a interesting video. I hadn't seen that.
Yeah.
But no, I like that because I think that's actually an instance where the police handled it properly as opposed to what we've seen a lot recently. Of
black people.
There's been some bad ones recently, for sure.
Well, it just seems like I don't want to put that label on it at all, but it's it seems like recently there's just been a lot of oh, the police are effing up, and I'm not the hugest police in I don't know crap. I totally just lost the word I was looking for.
You're not the biggest police. Police
yeah, I'm not
are always
right
advocate.
Yeah, at all. I'm not advocate. That's what I'm not a huge police advocate in a lot of different instances, but it seems like they've been hit hard recently because they've been effing up. But also, we've seen a lot of really bad of that, and I think that was actually handled really well.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that the top security force of what we should have in our nation, protecting the president, did it right.
It's also a very simple situation.
Totally.
You can't really fuck that up.
Well, then how can you fuck up? Okay.
And that's why I think it's so. And that's why I think it's so funny that it was national.
No, I'm about to throw a million examples at you where it's this was handled poorly.
They're just gonna piss me off.
There's tons of them where they were handled poorly, and that's what I'm saying.
You
it
can
seems
do
like
that
there's a lot
without
of that lately, and it's
black
good to see
people.
something that was handled right.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. 100%.
Because there are a lot of situations that are handled poorly, and that's why I was saying earlier, I'm not the hugest advocate because I think a lot of things could be handled differently, but it's good to see that was handled well.
All right, so
moving on.
I don't know.
3 soldiers from Afghanistan are missing in Massachusetts. They were last seen on Saturday at a mall in Hyannis. That's on Cape Cod. Military officials, along with state and local police, are now searching for these men. Our Deborah Farrick is here with the details. What do you know about these guys?
Well, it's not just the state and local police that's searching for this. Now the Afghanistan Defense Ministry.
Okay, this honestly scares me a lot more than the guy with the knife. 3 people or 3 Afghani troops that were training in America go missing. And I don't know why they did it, but they're just like missing in our country now. And I don't know what, like if that's bad or if it's neutral or if it's, it's kind of has no inconsequential, but it just weirds me out that they would just try to escape from their regiment like this. I don't know.
Is also involved, as is the U.S. military. The FBI is aware. They're also looking into the backgrounds of these men, and the International Security Assistance Forces.
Pause that for a second. The FBI and people are now looking into the backgrounds of these men. If we have Afghani troops that we have selected to bring over to our country and train them, why have we not looked into the background?
Because we're good people.
Nope. Don't put me on camera. But like seriously.
Put on my camera.
Seriously, like why? Why would you do that? Like, how can you say that? Like, now we're looking into the background of them. What? You didn't look into the background of you got let me just fly over to Afghanistan and be like, hey, anybody want to get trained to be a military guy? Anybody? I'm gonna take you back to my country where you can have like free roam. We're gonna supply you. We're gonna feed you. We're gonna train you. We're gonna give you weapons. We're gonna do all that cool shit for you. And oh wait, you went missing? Oh crap! Where did this guy come from? Oh my god! You mean he just came from that cave over there where we're suspecting was like the home of like this horrible force that everybody's been playing on the news everywhere, and we didn't really look into that before we just kind of brought it over here?
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me right there? Am I the only one that thinks that way?
It's amazing that maybe it was just phrased poorly by the news anchor, but that is such a horrible error in judgment.
Like, how can you just poorly phrase that by the news anchor? That's the kind of shit that they write on the teleprompter that they're reading from somebody who interpreted this story and thought that this was a good way to report it.
People are stupid. You can't give them that much credit.
Yeah, I know people are stupid, but come on! This is like national. This is fucking CNN! CNN! This is supposed to be like a big, reputable news source.
Well, that's right.
You're gonna tell me this randomly was like, oh yeah, we're not gonna look into the background of this at all. We're just gonna report it, right? I mean, like I guarantee. Well, maybe I guarantee there was like 8 people worked on that story before she read it. Minimum, like 8 people.
Well, maybe she's
like researched it, like wrote it. I mean, like, it was on a teleprompter. She didn't just, come up with that. She read that line for line off of something. I can guarantee it. And that's what they wrote. So, we're supposed to just take that lightly?
I can only imagine what the, whatever the commanding officer was for that unit. They're just like, and where is Corporal Amir Captain Amir and Sergeant, Ahmed or whatever. It's like, sir, they decided to leave today.
They just...
where did they go? We have no idea, sir. You have no idea where these guys went.
Did they take anything with them? That's what I want to know, too. Like, if they were being trained on our military bases, who knows what they grabbed before they left? If they can just walk off randomly.
I'm sure they're not going to release what they grabbed.
Of course they wouldn't, but that's what I'm saying.
No, we don't want to make our military look foolish.
That's an incredibly scary way to introduce that kind of story, with that verbiage. Maybe they did it on purpose to be like, ooh...
Well, look at her right now. She looks like she's got a warhead in her mouth or something right now.
I'm pretty sure that's all the plastic surgery she's probably had. Or at least the 8 hours worth of makeup.
She's making sexy face at cameraman. She wants his big cameraman D inside her during the break.
Both of them. Scroll down. Let me see your
You
third
should
boob.
move that
If I leave
webcam.
you like that, will it work?
Oh, I'm just gonna bite your penis with my teeth like this.
ISAF in Afghanistan. They are also finding out who these three men are. We know that they were here in the United States, taking part in what amounts to a team building, a coalition building kind of exercise. They were doing.
The coalition was called Afghanis Against America. We don't know what they could be planning.
Doing computer simulation.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. Like, wait, no, I'm flabbergasted. I haven't seen this. I am flabbergasted. I don't even, like, really?
Yes, I am kidding you.
Really?
Yes.
It just turns out that this is like a gigantic, elaborate episode of Punk'd that's like... like, oh, okay.
Okay, that would actually be sweet.
Like-
that would be like the only good episode of Punk'd ever.
Oh, they came over here to punk the president.
Like, a week later, like... They order a pizza. They're like staying up really late, like forming like some sort of search effort. And they order a pizza, and then like the pizza guy pulls up, and they're like, "All right, I got $65.50 for you. Here's your tip." And then, oh my God, it's a mirror! No way, dude! That's crazy. And Ashton Kutcher jumps out with like a pair of cargo shorts on, like, dude, that was awesome. You just made national security got
I
breached.
just punked the federal government. What's up?
If my ratings don't go up, I'm suing.
Oh God.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Okay.
You're right. That would be pretty awesome.
But
I'm
it's
pretty
probably
sure
not right.
That's probably not what's
Probably
going
not the
on.
case.
Tactical scenarios. This is one of those situations where you bring countries together. They train with Americans so that when you train in times of peace, you can obviously interact much better when you are engaged in.
Now what?
That's cuteness.
Are we at peace?
When
With
have we been
Afghanistan?
at peace?
Yeah, I think we're at peace with Afghanistan. We're not at peace with Iraq.
Wait. Do we have troops in
When?
Afghanistan?
No, I don't think. Well, I think we pulled them all out recently, didn't we?
Yeah, Obama pulled them all out like right away.
Don't we still have people on there?
I think so. Well,
All right.
same amount of
Well,
people that we have at any
Alright, man.
if you see this video and you know like what's going on, leave it in the comments. I'll figure it out and we'll correct ourselves. We'll make it like a little amendment next time because they say there's peace. I gotta believe them, but yeah, if there's peace, it hasn't been for very long.
You know,
It hasn't been
'cause,
for
I mean,
long.
like that's that kind of related area, and like is it really peace like enough to really just kind of invite people? I mean, I know we've got open borders and all that, but like really,
Open borders my ass.
I'll say that whole side of the world is in chaos right now, or at least in disorder.
Like-
and I think peace is relative.
Yeah, I think that's being used. I think that's being used pretty loosely right there. That's
You
all
will
I'm
get
saying.
That's okay.
peace for money.
All right.
All right, let's see what the
In times of war, and so they were here. They're highly vetted. These were a major and two captains that simply disappeared when they were at a shopping mall, and so now the search is on.
Wait. One more time. I'm sorry. I hate to
At
interrupt.
a
Like,
shopping mall.
highly
You
vetted.
Yeah.
She said they were highly vetted.
Yes.
Majors, but we don't know who they were.
Maybe they
Highly vetted
They
at a
just
shopping
that just
mall.
hasn't been released yet.
just because she
It's like-
doesn't know doesn't mean our government doesn't
It's like
know.
Billy Bin Laden,
Okay, yeah.
like it's his
Well,
name.
but like the whole, they're searching for them. They went missing, and we've got everybody looking for them. And part of like our whole discussion earlier was because I was like, wait a minute, we don't know who these guys are. The FBI and all this are looking to their backgrounds.
Is that
and,
proof she's making it
but
all
they're,
up?
But they're highly vetted. What? They were.
It's amazing on what the government puts out.
All right. So I'm sorry.
The question is are they here just seeking asylum, for example? Did they disappear because they were seeking asylum? Is there something more sinister
Are they
at
out
play?
clubbing or something?
Well, are they out clubbing? But obviously you have to go to the worst case scenario and then dial it back. So the question is could they potentially be here for other reasons than just this general training?
Well, Diane, I have to say that yellow jacket really doesn't look flattering on you.
You say they're heavily vetted. You say this is a program that's been in place for a while. Have people gone missing from this program before?
In fact,
Well,
it's kind of blinding
that's
me.
always one of the
Notice by
risks.
my
That's
eyes,
why
I'm like,
these people are
I'm somehow allergic to the color yellow, so.
It's not your boobs.
handpicked.
What's up with
In this
her
particular
necklace? Her necklace looks so shitty and weird.
Why did we suddenly
case,
start trashing on this?
they didn't
Not
seem
that
to
it's
be
not
at risk,
deserved,
and
I mean,
the base is very
Chris
clear that
said
they don't seem to put.
Chris said something about how like the guy was like looking kind of like with contempt towards her, and so I like made a thing about how her jacket was shitty, and then now her entire persona is shitty now. Her personality is just based on a load of shit.
Look at where you paused that too. It's just like.
Don't worry, the guy's probably an
She's still making like sex faces at the cameraman, like. Ooh, then I'm gonna do this thing and kiss you right on the butthole.
To pose any specific threat. However, we do know that there were several Afghan security forces who were here just a week ago. They were training with the Drug Enforcement Agency or Administration, and they.
I said the ooh face.
This video's done. We pretty much said everything we need to say about this one. It's almost over. Alright, what's next?
Back to sports, finally.
Back
at the beginning?
You want to watch our theme song? Have you seen it yet?
Yeah, do it again. It's
Alright.
awesome.
We're gonna end this episode. Okay, wait. Oh, we'll do our theme song, we'll do our picks, and we'll call it.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, wait, I have to pick? Son of a bitch.
You know what, Zach? It's no problem. I mean, I have to say, when I heard that, like, people actually watch this show, I was actually.
All right. No.
All right, here with our NFL analyst
Hold
Kirk
on,
Morrison
shut
talk
up, you
about
dumb
this
bitch.
game.
All right. So now.
Alright, we have to go back over football from last week first.
All right. Who's in the lead?
Right now, it's complicated. Where's my other paper? Oh yeah, by the way, the paper we thought we started the fire with last week, turns out we didn't. It just ripped off the notebook, and I have no idea where it was. It just turned up someday. Yay!
Hooray!
Alright, so week 2. We never guessed week 1. Week 2. Ginger got 5 right. Drunk Guy and Krazy K, 7 each. Krazy K is our statistician, by the way. The lovely statistician. Random guest got 6 right. So right now, Guy, Krazy K were in the lead. Alright, week 3. The second week we picked. Ginger, Drunk Guy, and Mystery Guest all got 11 picks correct. Krazy K got 12. Though on a side note, Ginger got an extra point. I got an extra point for guessing a score correctly. Alright, we're all also guessing how many a team wins.
Out of all
by.
the scores we guessed, only one person got it. One score right.
We picked a team and a score for every single game, and Chris is the only one that got anything right as far as scores go.
And it was the Washington-Philadelphia game. I predicted that Philadelphia would win by 3, and it turns out they did. Good job, Philadelphia. Nope.
Awesome.
Oh, it must have been a different one you changed. Never mind.
Yeah. All I know is that, yeah. So, as the totals run, if you include my extra point, we've got Ginger's at 17, Drunk Guy's at 18, Statistician Krazy K is at 19, and Mystery Guy's at 17.
Damn.
Now we're about to pick again
Pretty close.
See how close we came last time. Or next time.
So we're going to start with Thursday night game, New York Giants at Washington.
Giants at Washington?
Giants at Washington.
I said Giants by 3.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go Giants, but I'm going to go Giants by 10. I think we're going to get them pretty good.
I'm going to say Washington by 21.
Drunk Guy?
Giants by 6. Giants by 6.
6?
Coming on Sunday, we have Carolina at Baltimore. I said Carolina by 7.
Carolina at Baltimore?
Yeah, if the Steelers beat Carolina, even though they're going to come back with, they're going to try and bounce back. Baltimore is going to beat them. And I'm thinking it's going to be even by 14.
Who by 14?
Baltimore.
Yeah, that's actually going to be my guess as well.
You just said Carolina.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Oh, you said Carolina.
Yeah.
You're foolish.
Wait, you guys have it in a different order than me. Wait, it's the Carolina game? I don't even see it.
Ginger, did you fuck this up again? Because last week I had to correct yours.
Well, no.
Oh, no, there it is. Panthers, Ravens.
Okay.
It's just in a different order for me. I just wanted to pull up. I just wanted to pull up the thing for everybody, so they can see the picks if they wanted to look.
Going by the list of my Score mobile app, it ended up being chronologically accurate also, as far as which games we're starting and getting over with. So
okay.
We'll continue by going.
So we're
by
going
that.
Panthers, Ravens. I'm gonna say Panthers. Oh God, maybe not.
What? No, fuck that. Come on. Well, whatever. Sorry.
Yeah.
Carolina did get half as many points as the Steelers did. 2 days ago or yesterday.
I honestly have zero faith in Ravens, being a Dolphins fan and all. I'm gonna say Panthers win it by 14.
Okay, and the next one I have is Green Bay at Chicago.
All right, so this one's man. Sorry, Nick.
I said Chicago by 7.
Chicago by 17.
Was
that what you were gonna predict?
I was gonna say I'm gonna go 14 again. Chicago 14.
And I'll happen to agree with Cassie by 7.
Okay, the next
Sorry,
one
Mom. I'm going with Chicago.
Next one is Buffalo at Houston. I said Buffalo by 3, but I couldn't really decide on this one.
Say Buffalo 10.
You know, I'm gonna give it to my Texans on this one.
Yeah, Texans could win this too.
Not that I'm a huge fan of them, but I'm gonna give it to them on this one. I think they're gonna.
I want to watch. I honestly want to watch
7.
I want to watch like every Bills game this season because I like the Bills, to be honest.
Ginger?
Texans by 6, please.
Yeah, I couldn't decide on that one. Okay, Tennessee at Indiana.
Yeah. Okay.
I said Indy by 10.
Tennessee and Indiana. Go back to the.
Sorry. I was looking at the fucking. Wait, are you watching it right now?
It's
cool.
It's like a few second delay though.
Okay. I was just wondering how it looked.
Tennessee and Indiana.
Drunk guy.
But it does show up that so.
Drunk guy. Tennessee and Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, is that just when I pull it down? Anyway, Tennessee Colts by 20.
Dude, that's rough.
Colts by 24.
Really? You guys think you're crushing them that
Dude,
bad? The Titans are that
I haven't
bad
seen
this
anything
year?
that makes me think the Titans are
at
that
all
good.
yet.
Tennessee just went into Cincinnati and lost 7-33.
Holy crap!
But Cincy is
Alright.
good. Cincy's good right now, so you
Colts-
can't really judge too much off
They
that.
lost to Dallas, too.
Colts by. I'm gonna give them.
Even the 49ers beat Dallas.
Colts by 0. It's gonna go, dude. That'd be crazy if somebody predicted. You know how like after 1 or 2 quarters, it's a tie. What if somebody predicted a tie? That would be insane.
I'll predict that the next time the 49ers play the
I'm
Rams.
gonna call it Tennessee or
Did that happen
Indianapolis by 21.
The season before, I think, with Alex Smith.
Detroit at the Jets.
Lions at the Jets.
I'm gonna take Detroit because the Jets suck.
Dude, in Lions, maybe they're okay this year. I don't know.
I'm going with Detroit too. Actually, I'm gonna give it to Detroit by 10.
I don't know. The Jets used to have Tebow. They have the Holy Spirit on their side.
Detroit by what?
Fucking Tebow.
Where is he now? I don't even.
That asshole.
Is he even in the NFL anymore?
I don't know.
Nobody cares.
I never really liked Tebow though. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Detroit by what?
For me, Detroit.
He said Detroit, but he never gave me a number.
9.
9? 3 field goals?
9.
Whatever.
For a touchdown and no extra
D guy.
D guy says by 11.
Detroit?
Yeah, Detroit by 11.
He doesn't even have to pick the Jets. He's like, no, just by 11. What,
Hey, I picked the Jets.
You got a question?
Jets are gonna win. We still need somebody in here that does all the picks off the mascots.
I would do it off the flags.
No shit.
Okay, Miami at Oakland.
Pop-ups.
I said Miami's by 7.
This is a game where Miami might win.
I know, right? I said Miami by 7.
Dude, Miami by 27.
Dude, after that, I'm going Raiders.
The dark horse.
I'm going Raiders.
I don't really have a lot of faith. I don't have a lot of faith in the Raiders to like win like.
I don't either. I have absolutely no faith in this pick. This is pretty much purely just to F you guys.
I'm gonna say Dolphins by Dolphins by 12.
I'm gonna say the Raiders are gonna win it by 10.
Oh, by the way, hasn't there been a really unusual amount of safety so far this season?
Right?
Yeah.
It does seem
It
that
seems
way,
like there's been a lot of safeties for some reason. Maybe people just have better red zone or not red zone, but deep whatever defense where they just like can get safeties. I don't know. This is a safety in like 4 games this last week.
Right?
So Tampa Bay at
Dolphins.
Pittsburgh, baby!
Okay, calm yourselves.
What's
up?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Steelers.
Hey, did anybody see this last game?
Oh,
Pittsburgh?
shut up.
Did anybody see those stats?
I'm gonna go Steelers. Steelers by 16.
Steelers by 17.
I feel like they'll just make too many field goals.
You guys are fools. We're not like a huge high-scoring team. Steelers by 10.
What they win the last one by? Against like a good defense too. They won the last one by like 18 or something.
We're gonna do that twice in a row. Steelers by 10.
Okay, no, Jacksonville at
You
San Diego.
fools! You fools! I think that's Steelers score points.
Jacksonville at
San Diego by 40.
You think this?
40?
Jesus, man!
You fucking nuts?
You don't like the Jaguars very much.
I don't like the Jaguars either, but
Sorry,
I'm only gonna give it to the Chargers
But
by
that, you might as well
39.
go by the lottery.
24.
I only said
You might as well
3.
go by the lottery.
Chargers by 150.
I'm gonna put that down.
No, fuck you. I want to have at least a chance. All right, Chargers by. What, did anybody say 17 yet?
I said
No.
3.
Okay, 17.
Holy shit, you guys.
Dude, the Chargers are gonna win. All right?
I know, but okay, Atlanta at Minnesota.
Atlanta, who?
Minnesota.
Atlanta by.
I said 20 by Atlanta.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
You think the Chargers are only gonna beat the Jaguars by 3, but Atlanta's gonna win by 20?
Did you see their fucking game on Thursday? 56 to like 14 or something?
I should probably get
No.
I know, but I'm talking about Atlanta now, and I think Atlanta is gonna kill the Vikings.
I think so too. They had no Adrian Peterson.
Alright, oh, you're right. That's true. Their whole team is like AP.
Yep.
Who is it? The Saints
So
that played
fuck
them
off.
last week? They won by 11.
Who's ahead in the points on this right now?
Since the Falcons are in the same
Really-
division as the Saints,
Really don't want to start talking
I'm gonna
shit,
take the
Cassie.
Falcons by 11.
Falcons by 11?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the exact same prediction as like what happened between them and New Orleans.
I'll take the Falcons by whatever Cassie said.
20? No, what?
Get
I'm
rocked.
good at this doesn't mean you can copy me.
I'm copying.
Oh please.
I am taking the Falcons also, but I think it's only going to be like 14.
I think I'm gonna put down the opposite of everything you say, because you have no idea what I'm writing over here.
That's true, but I'll know when you'll be like, oh, he didn't pick the Steelers, he picked the Buccaneers. I'll be
Gee,
like,
Zach.
fuck you!
Gee, Zach, you really took the Titans by 38?
Not to mention, I can kind of just be like, oh, well, let me just watch this podcast, fast forward towards the end here, and, yeah, this is what I took, actually.
Okay, Philly at San Fran.
Hey, knock that shit off.
I said San Fran by 7. Because I believe they're going to come back after losing 2 times. And if they don't, they're pathetic and they need to...
I have no
What is
faith
the
in the
Niners
Eagles,
that you-
and I think the Niners
No.
need to prove themselves, so I'm
Exactly.
going Niners
Exactly.
by,
Dude, I
like...
didn't even want to take the Niners here. The Eagles look pretty good. I'm gonna
Really?
take Eagles by 7.
You're an idiot.
Oh, dude.
I'm just saying.
No, that's okay. He's allowed to.
You are allowed
I'm going to take the 49ers by 14 because, you know how last week they were talking about how, oh, the 49ers are a comeback team. Like, they lose a game, they come back strong the next game. Well, last season, they lost 4 games. Guess what? They lost 2 in a row and then 2 in a row again. They've done it. So now we're gonna win this game. This is our bounce
I
back
get
game.
like honestly, I'm saying Eagles based on what I think about the Eagles, not what I think about the Niners.
And you're right.
The Niners do
Foles
win
is
this.
freaking awesome. You're right.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
the Niners do
Foles
win this,
has been
it
playing
will
really
not.
well.
It will neither bother me nor like surprise me.
Philly by
I just am saying the Eagles based on what I know about
said
or
by
what I've
7.
seen from the Eagles this year.
I missed that. Okay, New Orleans at Dallas.
Woo!
I said New Orleans by 20.
I'm gonna say Cowboys, dude. Fuck New Orleans.
What?
They suck.
Seriously?
Who
Come
dat?
on.
Who dat?
Dude, even if they get ahead,
Dallas by
Romo's
what?
just gonna choke.
Dallas by what?
Dallas by 3.
I'm asking him.
I'm gonna say Dallas by 10.
10. Dallas by 3 for Ginger.
New Orleans by 14.
Dude, I know you're gonna predict for the Monday game, and I'm gonna predict the same team.
Okay, New England at Kansas City. I said Kansas City by 7.
KC.
Yeah.
KC by 6.
KC by 3.
I like drunk guy's estimate there. KC by 6.
Canadian guy, can you throw me my 49ers flag, please?
We got our picks for next
All right,
week.
guys.
Alright,
Let me
excuse
just.
me, I'm gonna go take a leak while.
Well, why don't we just end the podcast real quick?
No, not
here?
yet. I'm gonna take a leak while you explain the
Hold on.
what was it? The suicide.
Sorry.
The suicide pick.
I was screen capturing their.
Suicide pick.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot. Thank you for reminding me about that. So there's this thing called the suicide pick that I want to start doing. So basically, you have to pick one of the games that you chose. Damn it! Now I gotta pull up the fucking screen cap again. All right, you have to pick one of the games that you chose, and you have to guarantee that game, or and if the team that you chose loses, then you can never pick that game again, you can never pick that team again for the rest of the season.
Cool.
So you have to like 100% a game on this on our
I'm
picks.
gonna go Chargers over Jaguars.
Wait. Are we just confirming the team winning and not the points, right?
No, you just have to confirm which team wins the game.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Chargers over Jaguars. That's my suicide pick.
Zach's suicide is Chargers over Jaguars.
Because I don't think the Jaguars got it in them.
Dude, I should do Dolphins just to be ballsy. Like, pick my own team. Dude, I'm gonna pick the fucking Steelers as my suicide pick.
Yeah! I wanted to pick them, but I can't risk it.
But I can't risk it.
Even against
Because
the fucking
the reason that it's fine is because I don't really care. Like, I mean, I think they have a really good chance to win, but I don't really. I'm not gonna really sweat if I can't pick the Steelers again the rest of the season.
Right? Yeah. I don't know, see, but I gotta be able to pick my Steelers every week, man. Like, I can't not be able to be. I can't be going down the picks for the week and be like, "Fuck, we're playing the Browns and I can't pick the Steelers. This is bullshit."
Oh god.
I couldn't let that shit happen.
All right, so Zach picked the. He picked the Chargers over the Jaguars as his suicide.
That's what Chris picks too.
Okay, I picked the Steelers over the Bucks. What did you pick? Pick the Seahawks, you fucking ball. Wait, they're not even playing this week.
Yeah, I was like, the Seahawks over nobody.
Yeah, Seahawks win. Woo!
And they also simultaneously lose.
I didn't know about this. I didn't know you were gonna throw this on.
What happens if it's a tie? If your suicide pick is a tie?
We should make like a special rule, like if your suicide pick ties out, then you
can't pick either teams that.
Then you can like revert on like a suicide you lost earlier in the season or something like that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That is a good idea. If your suicide pick ties,
you get like an extra 1-up.
You get so you get to repick
fucking 1-up.
You get to repick one of your previous losses. If you have one, if not, you have one in the bank. So if you lose one, you don't have to lose that team.
You can pick the Colts. The Colts is pretty like.
That's a pretty sure pick. Oh, you're taking Atlanta.
Okay,
not a bad choice.
Not a bad choice. Yeah.
All right, but they're at the Vikings, so like who knows? Anyway, all right. Well,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if we should all be able to pick. Should we make an amendment like we can't all pick the same game? Because that would make it fucked up.
Well, for now, we'll just leave it the way it is. Next week we'll talk about it maybe a little bit, and then next week we'll
have to pick. We can't pick the same team to lose twice in a row.
Right.
Probably.
To win? I thought these were winnings.
Well, look, like you
They
can't,
are,
what I'm saying is
but
you can't just go against.
You can't just
Jacksonville
root
every
against
time.
Jacksonville. Yeah.
So I can't root them.
We're gonna have to come up with like with an algorithm as how to do this, like fairly and also like more interestingly.
Well, I don't know if we should really make like official rules. Is more like guidelines.
I don't know.
So
Like
kinda
I think the
moral
suicide
rules.
picket in itself is pretty interesting thing. But we can talk about it if anybody has like a really good idea or something like that. We can try and work it in.
I just think none of us being able to pick the same team. Not that like actually Chris needs to revert or anything, but like we need to. I think we should talk about them beforehand. Well, maybe we need to like draw for like pick order or something, because especially as like it gets narrower, like down towards the end, you're gonna have. Well, I guess you probably have more sure things. Right now, it's almost harder to decide. I don't know. Whatever. We can talk about it later.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching this podcast. We had a lot of fun doing it, and we will see you guys sometime next week once football is done being played. Any final words from the couch, from Stats Girl, and
Steelers are awesome.
All right. Any final words from Ginger over there?
I'm glad we didn't have to talk about the 49ers very much.
Strong words. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.